Drinking beer with Max and Howard.
Alright, so this is the newest episode of Max and Howard Drink Beer. I am Max.
And I am Howard.
Howard, do you know who's here today?
Who's here today?
Steve's here today.
He is?
Push it closer.
That was...
Hello, comrades.
There you go. We're going to get Steve a little walk-up music.
That's pretty good.
We're going to get theme songs
We're
for
probably
everybody
gonna get
now.
sued by Putin now.
I hope
that
so.
Sucks.
Yeah, I don't know who would have the copyright.
Probably
for
his
the Soviet
bear.
national anthem.
You know, but we're
Mother
here
Russia
today.
has copyright.
Steve's
It
here.
doesn't exist anymore.
Doing
so.
Steve things. Steve, the mustache is looking great.
You
Everybody
look
at
like
home
a,
appreciates
you look
it.
like a gay Freddie Mercury.
So Freddie Mercury.
Okay, right.
So we're here. We're drinking beer. We've been skipping a couple weeks because, yeah,
Well, we've been busy.
we've been busy.
Yeah.
You've been busy. We've been busy. We've been going to the park every Tuesday.
We're trying not to. Are we gonna go this week?
Of course we are
Okay, we'll
because
go
it's
this
every
week.
other week.
You're talking.
You go on the first and third Tuesday. I'll go on the second and fourth, but we can't drink alone, so we both have to be there.
All right, you're talking.
Yeah,
into
see?
it. No,
It's a game plan.
We'll keep going. We'll talk about that for sure. That'll be in the next episode, Steve. I do have questions for you about all that.
Questions.
Well, let's kick off with the beer, shall we?
The beer. What's the beer?
So we got another beer from the Barrel and Flow Fest, and we talked about that. That's kind of talking. They're
Oh, did you see the artist?
Yeah.
Rachel Gloria Adams.
that was good. You could
I-
be a wrestling announcer.
Yeah, I've been listening to Rock, every morning do his thing.
Rock does a show now.
Yeah, when he talks in the background of all the other guys.
I guess I'm more of a Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No,
guy.
Rock. He announces for the Milwaukee
Oh,
Bucks.
that Rock.
The-
Yeah, I like
Not
him
the
too.
Rock, that Rock.
See, I get up at like 6:45 to go where I need to go, and it's not on quite yet. So I turn on, my porn that I listen to on the way to work.
I bet the other people in traffic in the summer love you.
Well, I crank it all the way up.
And have
so,
the windows down.
it's,
Yeah.
The only time I listen to Black Sabbath, so does my neighbor.
This isn't a great introduction to this open-minded beer. So.
Open-minded beer? I
Yeah.
thought it was woven in time.
So it's Woven in Time. That's the name of the beer. It's made by Allagash, and they teamed up with Sankofa Beer Company.
Artist Rachel Gloria Adams.
And so Sankofa is out of Washington D.C. It's a smaller brewery, and what was cool about the Barrel and Flow Fest, it was minority breweries given a chance to kind of show what they can do and team up with these bigger breweries like Allagash. So it's kind of a cool thing to do.
it's kind of
That's
a cool
what they're
thing.
doing here.
It's kind
And
of a cool thing. Is it a cool
What?
thing?
A
kind
lot
of
of the
cool
beers I thought Max would like, so I bought. They were like it was like $50, and you get
50
10
beers.
It was close, yeah. Like
There's
20 beers.
got to be at least 300 beers still in the fridge
Yeah,
just for
we got a lot of
this.
beer to drink. Steve,
I have no
so-
beer for normal drinking, which I think we talked about last time. If you go in my beer fridge is mostly podcast beer and not beer to drink for fun.
Right.
And it's like, so this is like working beer.
Okay.
So I mean, you kind of ignore working beer because who really wants to be at work?
Yeah. Well, what's the phrase like? If you do something you love, you never work a day in your life, or something like that.
Or something like that.
It's definitely something like
It's
that.
closer to that, yeah.
So did you read what this is?
No, I'll let you go ahead and read it. Go
It's
ahead.
a dark ale brewed with millet
Okay.
and smoked maple syrup.
What is millet? I've never heard of smoked maple syrup.
Maple
Millet
syrup.
is, like the thing when your hair grows really long in the back.
Oh,
So it's a
business
party in
front.
the back, but business in the front.
Yeah, okay.
A millet, right?
I like it. We'll roll with that, yeah. Did you try it?
I did
you
taste.
take a sip? Okay,
Yep,
I took
and-
a sip too. What'd you
And
think?
It tastes like beer.
Okay,
I mean,
great. Do it.
Real quick note
Come
on with this beer, just a comment I want to make. It's Woven in Time, right?
Yep,
Is
yep.
the name?
Yep.
Wasn't there like a crappy movie that came out, something in time with Oprah and everything, and it was
Wrinkle.
all fantasy? There we
Wrinkle
go.
in Time.
That was
That's-
based off of a crappy book.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what it was. It
Yeah.
was, that black don't crack, and Oprah was finally ancient enough that she got that wrinkle.
Is okay.
in time.
Well, and I think it kind of comes full circle. You said it was out of D.C. and it was minority brewery, so woven in time, wrinkle in time, kind of all that.
Kind of like that,
Yeah.
yeah.
May I describe the can?
Absolutely. That's
'Cause,
why we brought you on.
yeah.
You
so-
mean the can that was designed by artist Rachel Gloria Adams?
Yes,
What was her
Rachel
name?
Gloria Adams.
Rachel Gloria Adams.
Thank you. We're going to find a way to tag her.
Yes. This
But I'm going to forget her name.
This definitely looks like an art piece. I can tell that.
Yes.
It
That-
looks
yep.
so. I got a bunch of different like feelings from it. One,
Ooh, a lot of
it looks
feelings.
like it's from like the '70s, someone's like living room. You got that
I,
vibe?
I feel like Bill Cosby had a sweater that looked like this.
There's that.
Uh,
And it looks like something you
Right,
would
the pudding
see
pops.
hung up in like an art gallery, and so, like this Rachel Gloria Adams would be one of those starving artist sales where like,
What's her name?
it's like $500. What? Rachel Gloria Adams.
Thank you.
Yes.
RGA.
Yes.
Ooh, I
RGA.
like
There
that.
we go.
Yes.
Yep.
I like that.
And there's lots of browns and yellows.
Maybe
and
the
black.
artist formerly known as RGA.
And it's just it's a very minimalist kind of look to it. too.
Minimalist.
I don't know, like
yeah. I agree.
Like,
Right,
I don't got
because
a lot
it's-
to go on
Because
with
it's woven.
Yeah.
Well, you,
it's like a tapestry. It
Yes,
looks like
it's
a tapestry.
like a
in can
tapestry.
form.
Yeah. I
And
can
then
dig it.
which is important because before you open the can, you got to tap it.
That's what I do,
Yeah.
and 60% of the time it works 100% of the time.
Yeah,
So
thank you for that.
that's good.
And then the last thing I can note is it does have that you can feel the edging where it's more than a sticker, and that's what was it? You said it's a marker
Yes.
of like high quality or
Yep.
something.
Well, or different or limited edition.
There we
Yes,
go. That's what
absolutely.
yeah.
And that's what it is. It's
Yeah.
a limited edition beer. We'll never be able to get that beer again.
Never.
The Barrel
Again.
and Flow Fest 2022
Yes.
might be different. We might get a different batch of beers. I think I paid like $100 for like 50 different beers. It's something like that. It was a great deal.
It was 50
Yeah.
cents a beer because we have public education.
Yes,
There you
that's
go.
correct. And it's nice because a lot of these beers Max like, or I hope he likes.
I
you
don't
know?
like any of them. I
Oh.
just pretend. I don't
Oh.
even know what I'm doing here.
Oh.
So with the work beer versus the fun beer, is that just an excuse to get two fridges down here full of beer? To where there's
Well,
a fun
well,
beer fridge and a
At
work
this
beer
point,
fridge?
we should think about
See,
getting
Sam,
two
you heard
fridges.
that. We need another fridge.
Yeah. And I know you probably know how to wire in another fridge or
That's-
have another
that's
outlet.
simple.
So,
It's
yeah.
not
The-
rocket science.
The outlet that the
It
fridge
is,
is
it
plugged
is
into.
electrical engineering.
Hey,
so it
that's
is
it.
a science. Actually,
Steve,
yeah.
the outlet that the fridge is plugged in right now is on two separate circuits.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
I could literally plug the next fridge into the same outlet.
So I think you guys, will, with you saying it's not rocket scientists, will appreciate this story. So
Because I'm
in-
not a rocket scientist?
No, it's well, there's that. That's,
Clearly
that's
you're not
for
a
damn
golfer
sure.
either.
Yeah,
That's right.
But I remember in middle school.
Middle school.
Who was the science teacher who was really creepy towards all the female students?
I didn't go to the same
Ooh.
school as you.
Oh yeah, you're right. You were out of West Dallas.
Oh, see, now it's...
well, either way,
Okay,
we
creepy
had
science
It
teacher.
was
go
the
on.
tall dude with the weird comb over and the glasses, right?
he didn't have glasses, but everything else is to a T.
Was he hot?
So I don't.
Okay. Go
No.
ahead.
He
So
wasn't. Steve wasn't a girl. He didn't hit on him.
Yeah, I was ignored by many people. But I just remember we were. You remember the bottle rockets where you use like the bike pump and it shoots it off, kind of like a
Sure.
soda bottle. But
Yeah.
so that's the one kind of rocket you do in like science, kind of like there's the volcanoes with the,
The
baking,
baking
soda.
soda, yep.
Then there's the 2-liter bottles with the pump, and then they shoot off. And then like the further you get, the more kind of like advanced science stuff. And we had a year where we actually had real rockets that you had to design and build and put the fins on and paint. And
Yep.
then they actually had like a almost like there was some sort of like fuel thing you'd put in there, and it was like flammable and it'd shoot out. And I remember
It was actually gunpowder. It was a
There
blank,
we go, yep.
basically.
yeah.
Oh.
But it wasn't a shotgun shell. It was just
Man.
a fuel cell, if you
Yeah,
will.
and I think it had like
Sure.
wires that would
They
set
shot
it
up
off
in
or
the air
something.
and went.
Yeah, and I remember I
Well,
was working on
gunpowder
a group-
doesn't make the big bang. It's the hammer against the primer.
It's the gunpowder igniting.
Oh.
It was just a slow burn instead of like a full shotgun shell.
I'm not that educated. I went to public school. So.
Yeah, we
Well,
all did.
Yeah, speaking of public school, and I
There we
just
go.
remember we were working on it, and I was drawing some, and I was measuring out the fins, and I said, it's close enough. It's not like it's rocket scientists. or science,
But
and it ended up being. We were literally doing rocket science, so
that's pretty funny.
I know that was a long-winded explanation, but I just always thought that was funny.
You know what? But it leads into
One time it
the
was
first
rocket
story of the day. With the bottle rockets, we're going to talk about Spreaker. Spreaker, Max,
Yep.
Spreaker Brewery out
Are
of
you
Milwaukee.
sitting down? Are you sitting down? This is big news.
Only the beer, not the root beer and the orange
Right.
soda, nothing like that. Spreaker is going against. They're converting everything to cans.
So no more glass bottles.
No more glass bottles
For the beer.
for the beer.
For the beer. Not
But the
not
sodas
the
the same
sodas are
glass.
stand.
No,
That's the question. I thought the bottle tasted better for everything.
see, that's what's interesting. Thank you, Peanut
Glass.
Gallery. What's interesting about the bottles is that it's more expensive to bottle than it is to can. So if you're a small brewery, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna do the more expensive route? Fuck
Bottles
no, you're
versus
not.
cans.
Yeah, I am because my whole factory is set up to bottle.
Well, that's your brewery. This
Yeah.
is Sprecker's brewery. This
Yep.
is what they're doing.
Great.
But you know what? I thought that was kind of interesting because when I started out, we had Sprecher Amber in these stubby little bottles.
Yep.
You know, and that was their thing.
And then
What
they got-
sucked about the Sprecher Amber bottles is that they didn't fit in the cooler right like all the other bottles did.
Right. Because
So-
they were chunky.
Yeah.
When Max left, I'd like to say I got rid of them, but I think it was like a collective. Brian, Matt, Tom. Well, I don't want those in here anymore. They're chunky.
Well, don't you need like almost practically like a mini supernova to like process aluminum, and like glass? It just has to be hot enough to like melt the sand and everything. So I would think
I don't know if they
aluminum would
make
be more
the
expensive
bottles,
than glass.
Steven.
But the bottles are recycled at some level.
Well, aluminum can be recycled,
Right.
and you save a lot of energy
Yeah,
doing it.
but,
So it's
but
a
exactly.
eco thing.
Michigan doesn't
But-
give you nearly as much money as for a bottle.
Well, that's the People's Republic of Michigan, and
Yeah,
I don't really
that's
feel
correct.
Like dealing with them with dictator Whitmer up there.
Yeah.
But,
You're a little bit more in tune than
just,
I think
just a
we
little
are.
bit.
Okay.
But I just would think if you're going with the cans from bottles, okay, I hear it. You're switching over,
No, go
but
ahead.
you're still having the infrastructure and the cost of the soda bottles that are still in glass bottles. They're not switching to cans, correct?
Okay.
So you're still doing it.
I assume that the soda brewery and the beer brewery are not the same facility.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you're right because remember they were different distributors.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
So
weird
I'm
to me,
thinking
too.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's the same bigwig for
Yeah.
the name,
Yes.
but separate entities.
So it's a conglomerate.
a
Yes.
conglomerate. Yes, very nice.
What I
Look at
want to
us.
know is what
Look
do they
at
do
us.
with the ones that get messed up? Because I want to be on that list.
The ones that get messed up, what?
And the bottles that get bottled wrong, the cans that get canned wrong.
Well, yeah, they go on the Woodman's build your own rack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want-
that's what
Oh,
I.
is that how they do that? They get like a
Kind of.
slightly irregular batch, and then they're like, "Oh, we'll break it up."
Or
and
they
stuff.
give it to the bartenders. I don't know.
You know, or they give it to the employees of you. Hey, don't give this to people.
Yeah, I
We
guess.
don't want to. We don't want to see the. They don't want to see the bad. Like, beer drinkers care if the label's on straight.
Yeah, right. And, well, there's a couple of these here.
Do you remember that time?
No.
Okay, so we went to some place. I don't remember
Okay,
exactly.
I remember that place.
It was
Okay.
the one next to the other place. right?
Oh,
Just
I
up
like
road,
the other
just
place
up the
more than
road
that
from
one
that first place.
So
okay,
So when I would get bored,
it was in the state, right?
drinking beer,
No shit.
I would peel the label off
Okay.
of a Heineken bottle and I would flip them around.
Oh,
And
I remember that.
I would get further the longer it took you to get me another beer. So I was using that to distract myself. And the one time I got all the labels off, had them all flipped around, put back on, you could barely tell. And I told the bartenders, like, well, it's about time my whole bottle's upside down. He goes, oh my God, that's so weird. I'm not going to charge you for that one. And I went,
okay.
what? Like, there's nothing wrong with the beer, but you thought because the labels were upside down, now I've got a free beer? I'm turning all my labels upside down.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna start doing that.
So that's how you run your scam when you go to the bar.
Apparently.
every like second or third beer, you're just like, "Hey, this label's messed up."
Well, okay, so if you are a good bartender, you would take care of everything, and I would never have the empty bottle.
you wouldn't have enough time.
So I would not have the
Yes.
time to fuck around
Yes.
and flip it. Dude, what are you doing under there? Now you're stuck.
That's dogs. Dog things.
Oh,
Dog things.
You look like you're in trouble. Are you in trouble?
A little bit.
not in trouble, under a desk.
Under a
it was
desk,
Granite?
yeah.
Usually Granite's the okay dog.
The okay dog.
The okay dog.
Hey, you know what would be okay?
What's that?
We should take a commercial break.
Let's do it.
We're gonna
Buy
take a
whatever
commercial break.
this is.
All right, so we're back from commercial. I hope you enjoyed that. I assume it was about weed.
What?
So
Why?
go down to cross the DMZ down to the Illinoisian
The
area
Dennis Miller zone?
The
and
People's Republic of Illinois.
and
That's right.
is it?
Pretty
Yes.
much.
I think it's more like
Chirac.
We're the bastion of freedom.
the
In
social
Wisconsin.
democracy of Chicago.
As I just call it, as soon as you enter Illinois, it's Chicago, and as soon as you leave Illinois, you're leaving Chicago. All the
I know.
Illinois people get annoyed with
So
me.
a fun story with that.
Illinois! Ha 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 ha!
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, that's it. I'm gonna mute your mic for like 5 minutes. So,
Thank you, Peanut Gallery.
So I don't know if you know this story about Dustin, but
Who?
Dustin.
Oh, which
Dustin.
one?
Dustin.
Okay.
Dusty, Dusty.
Oh, okay, got it.
So he was. I don't know if you know this, but he was in the military.
He was?
He was a Marine.
He was trained to
He
And
got
he's a
handle rifle.
Leo.
He got he got honorably discharged, which is
Okay.
unbelievable in its own right.
Yeah.
If you know anything about Dustin.
Right.
But when he was
Terrorist
over in
ladybug.
Iraqistan, as he called it,
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
they gave nicknames to people, and they called him Chicago
Right.
because he tried to explain where he was from, and he said Wisconsin, and they're like, "Where's that?" You know, it's up by Chicago. Oh yeah, we know where Chicago is.
That's right.
And that was his nickname.
And that was his
Pretty much.
nickname because they called him Chicago,
It's-
and he hated it.
It's
because-
funny because he's closer to Milwaukee.
Well, I mean, Union Grove technically
It's
was
closer
about
to
the same
Milwaukee.
distance,
Really?
equal distance.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bedroom
Kinky.
community.
Yeah. So everything with that, but Chicago, that was one of Dustin's nicknames, Johnny Tambourine.
I like that. Call me Johnny Tambourine.
You can't. He's Johnny Tambourine.
Damn it. I'll be Howie Tambourine.
There you go.
I
I
was-
thought you were DJ How We Do It.
Oh, well, that's different.
I always
Only
think
on
if-
my, annoying days.
If someone had a nickname of
you have
Chicago,
not annoying days?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
they would sound like Dan Aykroyd with his thick Chicago accent.
Which
from
is
the Blues
funny
Brothers.
because Dan Aykroyd is Canadian.
Is he?
Yes,
I
he
never knew
is.
that.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
And then someone from New York I always picture they would sound like Dustin Hoffman when he almost gets hit by the cab. Hey, I'm walking here. That's the
Yeah.
only, I always think of that.
I thought that was Danny DeVito.
No, it's Dustin Hoffman.
Oh.
And someone else. I don't know what the
Okay.
movie's even. He almost gets hit by a cab.
I don't
He
know
yells
enough
that.
about Dustin
I'll-
Hoffman. Is he the crossdresser,
He's
or
the-
did he
from the
fall
movie
in
The
love
Graduate.
with the crossdresser?
He's the guy in The Graduate.
I never saw that.
He
movie.
was
Oh, I
he
figured
was
you
Rain
said-
Man.
Rain Man, there you go.
I never saw that movie. Did that one have Tom Cruise?
Yes.
That's why I didn't watch it. Fuck Tom Cruise.
You can't do that. He's going to be Iron Man.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
what I
wait,
heard.
what?
Yeah, that's for a different episode.
Yes. The Peanut Gallery doesn't get a choice. That's why you're in the Peanut Gallery. Get your own microphone.
That's right.
See,
Rabble,
look at
rabble,
that. We
rabble.
have 3 fans. They're all here and they're all booing us.
Yeah,
so
that
I guess
sounds about
nobody's
right.
listening to this
Yeah,
episode.
that sounds about
As
right.
long as no one lights a torch or has a pitchfork, I think we'll be okay.
Do we have a pitchfork?
We should not allow any of them to have pitchforks.
Maybe a shovel or two.
Well, Alex can have a shovel.
I
That's
heard they have salad forks at least. So
Salad fingers?
That's good. That means we're having salad today. I'm pretty excited. You know who's not excited? You are not
Alex
excited.
is not excited because he doesn't like that salad on his tacos.
What salad on the tacos?
Any of it.
That's called the garden.
Would it be accurate to describe
And if
a
Steve-
taco that you liked would be meat, cheese, and lettuce?
And if
And
Steve
nothing else?
owned that, that'd be the Garden
No.
of Steven.
My man over here.
What? You like lettuce on your
Meat,
tacos?
cheese, and lettuce. No tomatoes, no sour cream, nothing on there.
You don't like you like lettuce on your tacos?
I don't mind it.
Gross.
American tacos.
American
Ameri-
tacos
yeah, that's
as opposed
about
to
right.
Those don't exist.
as opposed to Jamaican tacos or New Zealand
See-
tacos or
I'd-
French tacos.
I would be up for some
Russian
New Zealand
tacos. I almost want to.
No, hold on. No, pause now. Now I'm interested.
Yes.
What in the hell are Russian tacos?
I don't know. I
What?
like the idea of it. And
It's
I
a little
almost-
bit of borscht.
Yeah. Well, there has to be a beet. Maybe that's what they make the tortilla part out of.
Well, I like the Polish sausages that are extra Polish. They have like mustard and
Well, everyone
onions
likes
on
Poland.
them.
That's why they keep taking land there.
I'm a Polak.
Yeah.
You know, they got
You-
the Polak.
Yeah, my
Are you
dad's
surprised?
got a
Really?
statue of you in his basement.
I put cottage cheese in my lasagna. Okay.
Okay.
And you say I'm wasted.
Speaking of tacos,
man.
I did enjoy our firearm safety regarding tacos, where we made all the rules. I don't remember all of it. I just remember if you,
You
do
know-
find an unattended taco, you do inform a non-responsible adult. I remember
Yes.
that was one of them.
Yes.
You know, you probably have a better archive of what we did than we do.
Oh,
You know, let's not kid
I'm
ourselves.
glad
here.
everything's recorded. Now we just have to find somebody who wants to waste the time and take notes listening to us. Because it
We
sure as
should
hell
get
isn't
one
us.
of
well, you
those.
do definitely have notes everywhere. It's just I don't know
Well-
what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean the only
Stuff's written down.
the only important one is right here.
Yeah.
It says Adam Sandler universe,
Okay.
This is about the most organized episode we had.
and we
Oh, yeah.
haven't followed any of it so
Yeah,
far.
and yeah, I think we touched on one thing that I said I wanted to touch on. the
Hey,
whole time,
so
which is good.
What-
So
what
as
else
we're
would you
going,
like to
as we're
touch
going through
on?
things, we gotta pay homage. Because since we're talking about food, we lost Meatloaf.
We did. I listened to the whole Bad
he's
Out of
in the
Hell
fridge.
album.
No, he's definitely dead.
Yeah,
okay.
he died, and he died like Bob Saget did.
Did he?
Nobody
do, like,
knows
opera
why.
or something?
What's that?
Was it like opera rock or something? He sang.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's close.
yes.
Yes, that's close.
My
Wasn't there like a commercial with him in it?
My-
like a Geico commercial or something?
Maybe.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Refresh my memory.
So I have two Meatloaf moments that I loved hearing.
Go ahead.
One of them was Scott Ian, who was the lead guitar player for Anthrax.
Married his daughter.
Married his daughter.
Yeah, that's cool.
And the first time he went to go meet his
Meatloaf.
in-laws,
Oh,
like his in-laws, he didn't know, he never met them before they got married.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was going to meet them, and his now wife told them, like, okay, do not talk music with my dad. You're not gonna like the results. Like, I know you're a musician, but like, don't talk music with my dad.
That's interesting.
And he walked in, like, when they opened the door when they got there, Scott Ian lost his mind, because here's Meatloaf, one of the great rock singers of all time.
Great
like,
rock singer.
oh my god, and I guess he went full fanboy, and they
Why
didn't
wouldn't
accomplish
you?
anything because he talked music, and they discussed music, and that was the whole reason why she's like, don't talk music,
I want to go home at
because
some
I
point.
want to, right,
Yeah.
right. So that was that one.
That's why Sam leaves Eagle Park before we leave Eagle
Yeah.
Park.
Yeah, because my dad will just keep going.
Yeah. And we
So
do.
someone married their daughter?
Yes, Scott Ian.
Scott
He's the
Ian
Scott
married
Ian?
Meatloaf's daughter.
Yeah, Scott Ian is the lead guitar player for Anthrax.
And
Which
he
is a band.
married his daughter.
He married
Meatloaf's.
his Meatloaf's daughter.
Oh, when you're saying his daughter, I thought you meant he married his own daughter.
Yeah,
And
no,
I'm like,
Steve.
wait, what?
No, we're
trailer
talking-
park.
we're
Tennessee
talking about
bullshit
Meatloaf.
is this?
Steve, try to keep up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All
I
right?
was lost.
You should be.
Okay,
You should be
yeah.
sorry.
The
I just wasn't
the
making
other
sense.
entertaining parts, and I guess I got two.
He took
his,
he took a time cue.
his-
Steve has a limited amount of time today.
his movie career.
Yeah. It's
He was in
illustrious.
Fight Club.
Meatloaf?
Yeah.
I've never seen Fight Club,
He
even
was-
though you've borrowed me that
He was
DVD
Bob.
twice now.
He was Bob, with the bitch tits.
That was him?
That was Meatloaf.
I've seen that scene. I did not know that.
Yep.
That's Meatloaf. Yeah.
And then he also made the greatest appearance in The Pick of Destiny.
Pick of Destiny. I think it was in Rocky Mountain Horror Show or whatever it's called.
Rocky Mountain Horror Way.
Yeah.
Right?
They see I'm mixing like Joe Walsh and drag queens. That's what I'm doing.
Joe Walsh, America's Most Wanted, or the High Speed Pursuits TV
No,
show?
the politician.
Oh, there's
That's
John
what I'm
Vanelli,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
right.
Oh, man. This
America's
is,
Most Wanted.
we're not doing good.
Okay.
We're doing great. Are you
but-
kidding?
I love the aspect of it that him
You know
as
who's
well
not
as all
doing great?
the others. Granite?
No, the peanut gallery is not doing
Oh,
great.
well, yeah, that's because they want us to end because snacks.
Yeah, there are snacks.
Speaking of movies and bands and stuff, and kind of in that same vein, and they probably were the advertisement our listeners listen to. What's that new like rock band going to like a horror David Grohl or something?
Yeah.
What's that band again? They're like
The Foo Fighters.
The Foo Fighters, but they go to like a haunted mansion or something.
I call them Nirvana Light.
I kind of want to see that movie. That just looks like an interesting concept where you take a band and go to like a haunted house.
Are you telling me that Jack Black is not involved in that?
I don't know, because I don't like horror movies, and I don't really like
don't know if it's necessarily
Nirvana
horror.
or the Foo Fighters.
You don't have to.
I appreciate Dave Grohl and what he does, but I'm just not into that kind of... I like the Faces, I like the Rolling Stones, and I like everything
the Led Zeppelin.
And the Led Zeppelin.
Right, because it has
And
to
everything
have
in between,
Dog!
and Black Sabbath is
What are
good
you
too.
doing? Hey, leave that alone.
What?
Leave-
You've lost some hot points.
I lost some hot points? That's okay. I'm just happy you think I'm hot.
This dog likes to go under this desk.
It's okay.
Yeah, there's a
That's
there's
okay.
a dog bed under
And-
the desk.
Oh, okay.
It's her safe space.
Oh.
I don't know. I've never been a Nirvana guy. You know, you can only kill yourself once. That's the thing. Sorry.
Have you seen the meme where it's like how you paint a wall, then what's the Nirvana singer?
Kurt Cobain
Kurt
paints a
Cobain
wall.
paints a wall. Yeah.
You're a sick fuck. All right.
Hey,
Let's-
I'm
I'm not the one who made it. I said
in my
sent it to
brief
you.
stint on the internet today, I saw a meme that had Betty White and Bob Saget and asked them, "What do you want for dinner?"
That's
Yep,
pretty good. I saw that.
Yep.
You want to know what? I saw a worse one. Are you ready for this?
No, never.
What does Betty White and Paul Walker have in common?
Oh.
Paul Walker had 100 first.
Ah.
That's bad. That's really bad. But
that's
you want to know
bad
what, you
jokes.
Betty White people? You did that to yourselves, okay?
You got
You
you
got her
did
all
get
worked
pretty
up. You said,
obsessive,
"Yep,
yeah.
I'm making it to 100. Fuck you guys."
Yeah.
I
And
think.
Jeff said, "Yep, now is the time." I'm
So,
just saying.
I like
Did
the
you
one.
you got the meme I sent you today about the Sublime cover band, right? That would indeed have to practice Santeria.
I have to confess. I don't know
I
who
love
Sublime
that
is.
song.
They're the only ska band that
Yeah,
anybody knows.
and they did the I had $1 million and fucking
Lost it all?
something like that.
No, you don't.
I can't think of the. I really want to know, right? That's
We're
that
losing
one?
all our
I don't know.
advertiser money because now we have to label this one explicit.
Yeah,
We always label it explicit.
They're not gonna play what is it?
they don't anyway.
Hotel Transylvania ad.
No, they
2 or whatever.
Steve, they don't
4.
anyway.
4 is
Four,
it? Are they on
yeah.
4 now? Jeez.
Yeah, with 5 on the way. No, Jesus wasn't in that one.
I feel like
And
such
it's
an old man.
Jesus, okay.
Damn kids in there.
So
Rock
so
and
the
roll.
interesting about
Transylvania
that,
5.
right?
Huh?
Is that it was an Adam Sandler universe thing that he was doing with all his
Oh yeah,
buddies.
he's the vampire. Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not this one.
No.
Apparently, they got a voice actor who does impersonations.
so he
So-
farmed out
No.
his voice.
know
roles
why?
for an animated cartoon.
Adam Sandler is exclusively with Netflix.
Right.
And this is an exclusive Amazon Prime video.
Oh, so there's
So,
a
of
conflict
course.
of interest.
So
And
so
Kevin
they-
James
I
can
was
go
gonna say-
wherever the fuck he feels like. David Spade's not tied down anywhere.
Well, so actually, Kevin James was tied in with Adam Sandler,
Oh, he was.
so he couldn't. But David Spade, Steve Buscemi, and all the guys that did everything were still in that movie. But Kevin James and Adam Sandler had to be replaced.
Which is
Don't you just love late stage capitalism?
Yeah,
No.
right.
Giant mega corporations are what divide our
Of course I love
life
it.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, we're an Amazon Prime family. No. You're one of them dirty Netflix families. They
And see, here's what's fucked up about
you
that,
probably cook
honestly.
meth in your garage, not in
honestly,
the trailer like good, honest folk.
Number one, the meth that I cook in my garage is delicious. Number two,
You have a method
we-
to cook in your
who
garage?
doesn't have both Netflix and Hulu, Netflix and Amazon Prime besides me?
Or
I just have Hulu.
or anybody, because nobody buys all of them. One person buys
Yeah,
one and
yeah.
shares it.
Let's have a little fun with this. How
Well-
if we would rank, like, say, Amazon Prime, Netflix, Hulu,
Okay.
Disney Plus, and
Okay.
HBO Max?
Okay.
So what would we put as like the
Can I go first?
trashiest of it? Yeah, no,
I'll
no,
go
no.
first.
I'd like to hear your thoughts on it.
HBO Max and Disney Plus are unranked, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
They are not supported by Xbox 360.
Okay.
I have not evolved outside of Xbox 360.
That's where you get your
The
news
360,
and everything.
you mean that's almost old enough to drink?
Yeah, just about, ain't it?
It's getting there.
It is
Oh
getting
yeah,
there.
Xbox 360
It's got to be
isn't
like
even the newest
19.
system, yeah.
So it's got a fake ID,
Right.
you know.
It's the scene from
answer
Superbad, McLovin.
the cocktails. Amazon Prime is on the low, and for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's no longer supported by Xbox 360, so that's my bias.
Well, first
Sorry,
off,
I just looked it up. It's only old enough to drive.
Oh,
So, not drink and drive.
but it's still drinking because it lives in the country and it knows, to bell, so it's fine.
That's a country with a U, not an O.
Yeah, right.
what does what's left of the peanut gallery think of that?
That's left. Yeah, the peanut gallery left, and
Yeah.
we have the one that thinks I'm hot, so that's kind of nice.
Well,
She's also
well,
the one
less
that thinks
hot
you're
now.
not.
Well,
Less
right,
hot
because I
now,
don't like
yeah.
Dave Grohl.
You lost points in that
I'm
system.
cool with that. It's a lot hotter than I think I am.
Yeah.
Why do you think you lost your hot points?
You
'Cause
said it.
Because he shaved everything.
I did shave everything, both heads.
You said he lost some hot points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said why
She
would
really
you think
liked the crumbs that were stuck in your beard.
No, you lost hot points because you don't like horror movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see,
You know what,
See,
though?
but you're
That's
confused.
different.
You're not saying it right. He does like horror movies.
Is that good?
Oh,
No.
the Stewie Griffith
don't like
way of
it?
saying
Yeah.
horror. Yep.
Or let's go the Danny DeVito way, the
It
Hoorers.
had a lot of
Oh,
rums,
yes.
but I literally drank it and I was like,
I'm so disappointed.
try it out.
You might, I have. It's okay. It's not
Oh.
super, but it's okay.
So Howard's
You know
doing
who
it
might?
for the team here. He's
You wanna try
got
it?
3 beers. You want me to open this one for you?
No, because that's been out here for like
And that's
A month.
No, that's a smoothie beer. You need to toss that.
Yeah.
no. Put it in the
Production
fridge. I'll
value.
drink it.
Oh,
Has
actually,
gone
sorry, it's a
downhill.
fruited sour ale.
Put it in the fridge. I'll drink it.
Sorry.
It's okay because it's not a smoothie beer.
That's right.
Here's the thing,
Here's the thing.
and we're going over
The
time
thing
a
is
little
the
bit.
here.
Take it. Drink it.
Go ahead.
It's yours. You can have it.
I have my own.
I took a sip and I was
You're
like,
double fisting. Okay.
I also have 2 fists.
And an actual beer, I'm double fisting.
I don't want to watch horror movies by myself because I only want to watch Blazing Saddles by myself
But you will watch horror movies
with a horror.
by yourself.
Right, horror movies with
Horror
horrors.
movies
Yeah,
are
right.
by
That's
yourself.
that's the closest Howard wants to get to a 3-way.
And you want to
There
watch?
you go.
And that one Halloween movie we watched. And
Halloween?
And
No.
Max is like, dude,
House
what the
of
fuck's
the
wrong?
Living
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah.
Want to see a lot of titty in a horror movie? Nice.
Yeah, why don't you like horror movies? They're all about
Especially
gratuitous
the old
titty
ones.
shots.
The old ones have a lot
They
of
are.
titties. The old I Spit on Your Grave.
Guys.
So much titty, so much pussy. It's
You know what? They tried to pitch True Blood to me in the same way. It's just vampires and porn. I just want regular porn. That's it. I don't care
He's a
for
simple
the
man.
vampires
Yeah.
or the blood dripping on your
From Rick and Morty,
breasticles.
are
I
you
don't
just
want any
simple
of
Rick?
that.
I just want.
Watch the
I
world
don't know where I
burn.
went with that.
I
don't
also
either.
don't know where you went with that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where I'm gonna go though.
I think
Should we
the-
wrap up?
I think the rum's.
I'm
starting
going to
kick in.
Untapped.
Oh,
That's where
go
I'm
to
going.
Untapped.
I haven't turned this thing on since last year. Why do you need me?
We're-
It's
You
the
need the
same
sound
fucking
effect.
email address.
We're going to wrap this up on Untapped. Max is gonna try to tap into this.
It wants me to update my email address, which hasn't changed since like '96.
Your phone must have rebooted and everything
it
got lost.
updated.
Yeah, everything
It
got lost.
Fucking
in that way.
updated. Oh wait, are you working? Or are you working? You're not working. What's
Are-
it called?
Are you good? What? Woven in Time. What's the beer called that we're doing the podcast
I thought
on?
it was
It's
wrinkled
Woven
in
in Time.
time.
No, that was where
Oh, that's the opening. I'm
Allagash
sorry.
Brewing Company.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Which is cool because they're like more of a Belgian-y style, brewer, and this is not Belgian-y at all.
What's the beer that tastes like grass clippings?
That would be
all of them?
Well, what's the beer called again, though?
IPA.
IPA.
Try this.
And
one.
then in that Wrinkle in Time movie, there was like a
What?
giant salad
Try that one.
person.
what?
That's the one that I'm drinking.
What's the difference?
Where
I
they-
wanted to see what Einstock you were drinking.
Oh, this is good.
It looked good.
This is the best Pilsner I ever had.
Great, because it's Einstock and they know what they're doing.
We really fell apart at the
Pilsner
seams
sounds
here
like
at the end, didn't we?
What are we doing?
We really fell apart at the seams here at the end, didn't we?
That's because the peanut gallery invaded.
Yeah, they came back.
So, Howard, beer, rate it, go.
I'm gonna give this a 4. I'm not a maple syrup and beer guy. This is good. Like, it's not overpoweringly maple syrup, but it gives it enough sweetness to counteract that dark flavor. I'm giving it a 4. This is a really good beer, and I'm really impressed. You know, Allagash
We didn't ask you.
is all their shit is kind of hit or miss for me because it's so sweet. All their stuff is very sweet beer, and it's different. That's what it is. It's very different. This is a good, solid dark ale. I'd like to look for more stuff out of Sankofa Beer Company.
I just want to let everybody know that I try to check in at different places nearby.
So do I.
And we're going to check in at Great Clips for this one.
Excellent. So yeah, this was a solid 4. Max, what do you think? You're the guy that's not the other guy of the podcast.
You saw it. You seen it. I gave it a 3.75.
Okay,
I'm not a fan of I assume it's the smoky maple syrup.
probably.
Yeah,
Or it could be the milk. No, that could be the millet.
I don't even know what the millet is, but I assume that it's
fermented
the party in the back. And I was drinking from the front of the can, so
That's
maybe
right.
that's
That
the
could be.
problem I was having. If I drank from the back of the can, maybe it would have been a party.
I think that.
But a
would've been valid
3.75 is definitely drinkable.
Yeah.
solution. Yeah, that
You-
beer's closed.
You might not be able to like mow your lawn with this, but it's a good, solid dark ale.
Well, in most dark ales, I mean, when everybody talks about it, like I said, where I like to be. I like your light pilsners, your light lagers, maybe like a cream ale.
Wait, hold on. Try this quick.
I'm not gonna try
I
that.
didn't backwash into it.
You definitely backwash
All
in it.
right, fine.
You don't even know how to not backwash in it.
I do.
You just go.
Who do you think I am, Alex?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's where I put it at, Steve. It tastes
well,
like beer.
Well, it's either it doesn't taste like beer, it tastes like beer, and this tastes like beer.
Okay. That's good enough for me. Listen, so far 2 out of 2 of the barrel and flow beers have been really damn good. So that's where I stand.
That's where you stand.
That's
you're,
where I-
you're sitting in a chair.
Yeah, and it's a nice chair.
It's for the price.
Yeah.
It's
No
great
kidding.
for the price.
Yeah. So that's all that.
That's all that.
Steve, any final thoughts?
final thoughts? Steve? Final
Whatever
thoughts?
the sponsor was, buy it often and buy it
Hey,
early.
Steve, while you're over there,
Yes.
why don't you ring for beer?
Ring for beer? I can ring for beer. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead.
All right, so on that note, Howard, this has been another episode of Max and Howard Drink Beer. Thank you for tolerating us, listening to us. Hope you enjoyed the Peanut Gallery. They booed us. Hope you boo us too.
No kidding.
I am still Max.
I am Howard.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Drinking beer with Max and Howard.